I will prompt questions. Okay. So let's have a look at this PPT also. I'll ask you a question in between also. So beta, we know, as we discussed yesterday, tenses tells us about the time of an action. Time of an action means when that action was performed. And you know that time is present, past and future. Now, the subdivisions. Now, each of three tenses have four forms or subdivisions. Next, means in present, past or future, there are four subdivisions. Means in present, if some action is performed, then in present, it is simple present also. It is continuous and perfect continuous. These all four subdivisions will be in three times. That is, it denotes in present also, it denotes the past also, and the future also. Yes, beta. Now, four times there are four subdivisions of each kind of the tenses. Now, let's see the use of these tenses. I told you that you will prepare this table. You are asked to always ask by the teacher to prepare this table. Jatin, I think it is visible. Raise your hand only. Is it visible, beta? Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, beta. So, we talked about all these. You can see that present, again, there are three forms. Time denotes present, means in the present time, past and future. Now, indefinite. You can make the table like this also, horizontally or vertically. We talked about that this present indefinite, it denotes the actions performed as habitual actions, means regularly. For example, you can see the simple present tense, this simple tense, present tense, or this indefinite tense, it is used to express, it denotes the general truth. An action that is occurring regularly occurs. General truth, universal truth means always. The sun rises from the east. In the past, the sun used to rise in the east. Present, it is rising, and it is general truth. It will happen always. The sun will always rise from the east. Such are called the general truths. Such are called the universal truths, which never change according to the time, present, past, or future. Then an action that regularly or habitual actions, which represents the habitual actions, जो हम आम तौर पे जैसे वो काम डिनोट करते हैं. Now let's check how these how we frame this. Affirmative sentences we use first form of the verb. With singular subject we will use s or es, but with the plural subject we use only v1. And in the negative form, with plural subject we will use do not, and with the singular subject we will use does not. And it is interrogative. Better now we will take out this do or does in the beginning. We will use it in the beginning of the sentence. Negative form, we will take out only this helping verb do in the beginning. We'll take out this do in the beginning only, beta. Rest of the sentences after the subject. Now continuous tense. For continuous tense, it represents the action. It is used to express an action which is happening at a particular time. Means when we talk about an action, that action happens regularly. Let's see the examples. This ing, ing denotes the continuation, beta. Remember, and this ing is used with v1 only. Anywhere, this ing will be used with v1 only. Ing represents continuation. Okay, and the formula is am, are. Is MR. With singular subject we will use is. With I we will use am. With plural subject we will use are. Next, I think it is very much clear to you. Fine, you can see the sentences also. For example, remember here that you denotes singular and plural also. Fine, you is used for one person also and more than one person also. So, always with you, are is used. Am is used with I only. With the pronoun you, we always use are. We don't use is. Clear? In interrogative form, we'll take out this are before the subject. The place of this helping verb will be before the be verb will be before the subject. Now, perfect tense. The perfect tense denotes an action that was started in the past and has just been completed. Means it has just finished. Just remember, just finished. It happened in the past, but just finished. And what is the formula of this past perfect? That is has, had plus V3. Which singular subject we use? Has. Singular subject means he, she, it, or any pronoun singular. With plural we use have. Remember, I and you. They always carry plural verb, which is used for the plural here, have. Next we have present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense, with these, I told you to remember beta. It also it takes ing, V1 and ing because it shows a continuation. For continuation, we always use V1 plus ing. Fine, but there is difference because we use is and are also, but here we use has, have. And why we use? Because time is mentioned. It is where time is mentioned. The present perfect tense is used when an action that started in the past and still continuing. He has been working. He has been writing letter. And we discussed the use of for and since yesterday. For point of time, we will use since. For example, for a day, he has been working for a day. He has been working since Monday. If it is particular, for particular day, month, time, we will use since. Yes, here you need to remember that here is again additional verb that is been. So when you are supposed to use not in the negative form, you will write we have not been. Fine. If it is interrogative, then again we will take out only this helping verb has or have. Rest of the sentence will be after the subject. Simple past tense. This is used for past reference. It denotes the past time. Past time, that action which happened in the past a particular time. Last week, last month, yesterday, last night. There we will use V2. Second form of the subject. Means whenever we read the second form of the subject in the sentence, we should be clear that it tells about the action that happened in the past. But in the use of negative form, usually beta you commit mistake. Remember, when we use in negative form did not, then we use here V1. V1 will be used in interrogative also. Means when did is used in negative or interrogative form, then we will use first form of the verb. Now past continuous tense. Past continuous tense means you are talking about the verb, the time, the action that happened in the performed in the past and was in continuation. You talk about some particular part of the time when that action was happening, which was happening at a particular time in the past. Let's see the examples, and the formula is was, were, then I. Continuation here, to naturally you remember V1 plus ing. You are supposed to check only was, were. With singular subject we use was plus V1 plus ing. Now see, the boys were not playing. Again, you need to remember, if it is a negative interrogative, then only verb will be in the beginning of the sentence. Sometimes some students, they are confused about it, so it should be clear with them. Now past perfect. Past perfect subject, this tense, it talks about the past in past, double past. Okay. Now this past perfect is used to express an action that was completed before another action started, and it was complete when the other action started in the past. Fine? Means with happened or which was performed first and finished. Okay. The previous past we can say. Double P, previous past. It is used with the earliest past. जो पास्ट में एक्शन स्टार्ट हुआ और फिर खत्म हो गया, उसके बाद फिर आप एक और एक्शन की बात करते हैं। बेटा जब हम दो पास्ट की बात करेंगे तब इट इज यूज्ड, मींस इट वाज कंप्लीटेड बिफोर द नेक्स्ट एक्शन. Past perfect continuous, again you know, you talk about a particular action that had been. The past perfect continuous is used for an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that point. आप पिछले past में जो action शुरू हुआ उस टाइम पे continue था, उसके बाद next action past में start हुआ. Fine. So it is mostly used with the you can say used in the subordinate clause, complex sentence. जब हम clauses करेंगे, हमने 7th में भी किया है, but this topic will be more clear when we will do that clauses. Fine. In subordinate clause it is used and it talks about the past action, past in past. Now simple future bit, it was left little bit with less discussion. Now future, this tense is used to denote the action that will happen in future. Fine. So with I and we use shall, but with the other we use will, except I and we. Clear? But now this will is acceptable, or the short form of I double L. It is used. Fine. I'll do it. Somewhere it is used as a model. But here you need to remember that when it is model, we are supposed to fill the model's verb. Fine. Then you will use the opposite. With I and we use will. I will means I will definitely do. It shows the confidence. It tells about the confidence. It tells about the determination of the person. But when we are writing simple future, there we can use I, shall with I and we. Next kind is of the naturally continuous. Future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, you talk about the action that we expect that it will be in progress. It will be in progress at a particular time in the future. She will be. I shall be doing this when you will come to my house. आप जब आओगे तो मैं ये कर रहा हूँगा. Means you can show the expectation that when you will come, so I will be doing this. I will be performing my activity or so. Fine. So it will be in continuation in future. You talk about the action that will be in continuation. Future perfect, you should remember, future means shall, will, that you will follow, and perfect means have only here. You will not use has. Here it is shall have, will have. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of an action by a certain point of time, period of time. He shall have finished his homework when I will be there. मैं जब वहां पहुंचूंगा तो वो ये काम कर चुका होगा. You expect the action to be finished at a particular point of time. वहां कर चुका होगा. वहां पे आप कंटिन्यूएशन एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं, कर रहा होगा. यहाँ पे वो कर चुका होगा. Then future perfect tense. Future perfect tense, it tells about have been doing with the time denotes. Again, it is used when an action is to continue up to a certain point of time in future. Here you talk about the time. You have to mention time. वो इतने बजे तक ये काम कर रहा होगा. Remember, रहा is for continuation. The action must be in continuation. Action might be in continuation. Here we use this and this continuation with the time. It is used with the time only. Fine. For these conjunctive verbs, better remember this not. Remember the place of this not. Not will have not. Because this you will use in your conditional sentences also. It is very much used in third type of the conditionals you have done in 7th standard. Then we'll revise that. Again, we'll do this. He will have, वो कर चुका होगा. Expectations. Now you need to remember the place of not. It is used after this first word, that is will. Raj will not have been playing. Raj खेल नहीं रहा होगा. Fine. So this is mostly used in the conditional form of the sentences. I'll guide you regarding the exercises, what work you have to do in your books only, because you are supposed to fill the verbs only.